Greetings, mamas, peace and blessings. Thank you for tuning in to Momspiration, your dose of inspiration for single moms and moms alike. So I wanted to focus on really supporting children as we support ourselves through transitions. The past several weeks have been filled with a lot of change for me and savvy, and so they're beautiful and beneficial changes, but still change nonetheless is unsettling. It just shifts a lot of things. You can wonder, am I making the right choice? Am I doing the right thing? What am I doing? How is all of this gonna, work out for us? I'm using my One Manifesting Affirmation Oracle cards by Abiola Abrams, also the creator of the African Goddess Rising Oracle. Whew. Okay. So the first card that came out was Generations, and this is actually the card or the energy of this current year. I was working on a 2024 planner and almost had everything complete. And then, like I said, a lot of changes happened. So I did not have the time to dedicate to completing the project. But I'll be probably teaching on the cards anyway and starting to work on future versions of the planner. But anyway, so this is all about generations, right? It's the energy of birth because it's something that is created, is manifested, whether it is in the physical or the energetic form. And this talks about healing ancestral generational trauma. And sometimes it's change that gets us out of those cycles and habits that are so familiar to us, so familiar to our family, to our lineage. And so it's really interesting to see this card come up here. And so when I'm looking over here, this looks almost like the shape of a person, almost in energetic form to me looking at it. So it's like, as you're navigating these changes, you probably have ancestors rooting for you who are like, yes, move, take that step. Like, just because we did it this way does not mean that you have to continue to do it that way. Someone has to be the chain breaker. And so even like little changes, like deciding to enroll your child in a private school, that might be something that no one else in your family has done. And they're looking at you like, who do you think you are? Or how can you afford that? Or regular school is just fine. But for you, there's something calling you to do something different, to do something more. And so, sorry, I had to clear that. And so think about how the things that you are doing or the things that you're trying to do, how will that be healing, not only for yourself, not only for your children, but for your lineage? A lot of times, and one of the things that I have learned, especially recently, as I've done a lot of healing and reflection, is a lot of what we go through, whether we realize it or not, has some sort of ancestral, generational, or karmic tie to it. And if you are like me and you just keep going through things, sometimes it's happening to wake you up. So the next card that came out was Strength. Ooh, going through changes takes strength. And I like that this is a nurturing energy, although it is a very much warrior energy. And this reminds me of the word of the year that I landed on with the help of my sister goddess best friend, Just Afua. And I'll be talking about that in a separate video. I think you're gonna love it because I do. But nurturing, it's like, I am a fierce mama warrior. Like, she has planted her sword in the ground and like, I'm standing, like, this is what I'm doing. I'm standing on business. I'm sitting on top of business. I am the business. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I've decided. And I have the strength, I have the commitment, I have the dedication, I have the means to make it happen. And you cannot sway me just because you think that what I'm doing is wrong or crazy or stupid or is uppity or whatever other word people want to ascribe to your life, the way you are choosing to run it. You're like, and it's like you got your back turn to the past. Like, yeah, no, I'm looking towards the future because I want my child to experience a life that they don't have to heal from. I want to free them from our generational and karmic ancestral debt so that they do not have to work on healing things that could have been cleared in our lineage. I am the one that is going to, and it almost looks like the same woman, right? Like she's here, she's conferring with her guides, whether it be animal spirits or other spirits, ascended masters. And then she's like, okay, I got the message and this is what I'm doing. I will not be swayed. I will not be swayed. And then we have Goddess Asante Ya having a voice. Again, another nurturing energy. When you, this is like boundaries. Boundaries are loving. The only people who don't love your boundaries are the ones who are intent on breaking them. And when you speak up for yourself, right, not only does that give you the courage and the strength to have your needs met, but you're also teaching your children that their voice matters. And that is something that's so important, like being an advocate for your child, creating a beautiful life in which they get to grow up from a more healthy and balanced way. And it's like you've decided on what it was that you wanted to do. You've declared it. You've spoken it out into the universe. And then we have beautiful unknown. And this is Ayido Wedo, if I mispronounced that. But the unknown, again, a lot of nurturing energy. I fully embrace and respect the unknown. I am secure. And it's almost like she has all these little orbs, these lights from spirit, fairies, beautiful energies surrounding her. Like, it's okay. Yes, it's different, but you have everything that it takes. You have the strength. You are able to express yourself. You're able to articulate what you're doing and why, and not necessarily to other people, but to yourself and your children. And you're both embarking on this journey together. So because you're being strong, you're being open to a new journey, that is going to make it easier for your children instead of if you're resisting it. And so maybe they're nervous, and it's okay. You know what? I'm nervous too. This is different for me too, but we're going to go through it together and it's going to be great. I think that this is going to be great. It's going to be a beautiful situation for both of us, and we can totally do this and get through it together. And on the bottom of the deck, look what we have, awakening. Awakening, when we are open to change and going with the flow and allowing ourselves to just be. And look, again, the unknown. It's something that will awaken you. It's something that will help you to grow in new ways. I also like to think of awakening as like a rebirth. And it says, I enthusiastically dive into my own growth and evolution. So say yes to change, because it's helping you to grow. It's allowing you to step into a new timeline, to become a better version of yourself, to have new experience. And then we have inspired action and pleasure and transitions, like and strength again. Like, these are beautiful things. You can be inspired to create change in your life and look at it from a place of joy, from a place of pleasure. All changes don't have to be bad. Some changes will save you time, they'll save you money, they'll help you learn new things. You'll get to meet new people and have new experiences that you never would have had otherwise. So be open and inspired and be strong enough to change, because you have it within you. You have it within you. And it feels like whatever, if you are going through a change or some sort of transition in your life, it feels like one that was meant for healing. There's some sort of generational healing that is happening, whether you can feel it or not. It possibly could be healing something in your bloodline. It can be healing something for your child, something for yourself, which is really beautiful. And again, we saw the unknown come up twice. It's time to embrace it. And I like with this card too, like, they're focused on the future. They are open to it. Like, yeah, like, I'm ready for whatever comes my way, because I know that I'm strong enough to handle it. I know that I'm not doing this on my own. I know that I am surrounded by loving support of my guides and my ancestors, and they are here. They want this for me. They want this for us. So think about how you can take inspired action if you are facing a change. If there's something that you were kind of like, I don't know, I feel like the answer is yes. Be open to a new experience in your life, whatever that may look like for you. And just know that whatever you decide, it's going to be beneficial for you and your littles. All right, mamas, that is this week's Momspiration. I hope that it moved you. I hope that you feel inspired, loved, guided, and supported. Until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Giovanna Tisdale, the Spiritual Love Healer, here to help you live abundantly ever after. I'm really excited to be finishing my book, Healing Single Mothers, starting a new book, and just doing a lot of things that I love to really be of support, to be a beacon of light to others who may be going through it. So I'm here to support you. Tap in, and I'll see you soon. Peace.